Hey, welcome back to another AteTreeWon video. In today's video, we are unboxing a retro gaming handheld. Let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, welcome back to another AteTreeWon video. And yes, in this video, we are unboxing the new Anbernic RG35xx. Yep, it's a new retro gaming handheld from Anbernic. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here's the box that it comes in. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing super special, but let's get crazy here. Oh, so as you can see from the top cam, you get the gaming console right up here, right up front, but let's move this over to the side and see what else comes into the box. What else comes in the box? You get a little, instruction manual. It kind of goes over a little bit of the firmware, what some of the power lights mean, and start, stop, all that other fun stuff. You also get, interestingly enough, a screen protector. So they give you the, the little wipes, the wet and dry wipes, and you get a screen protector in here as well for the screen, which is kind of nice that they throw in a free screen protector because you're gonna want to protect it. And then in here you also get the USB charging cable. So I believe the console is USB-C. Yep, it is. So it's a USB-C to a USB-A type cable, which is pretty nice. And now let's get to the star of the show. The Anbernic RG35xx. I don't know what the numbers really mean, so here it is. So they've got it like in this like foam as well. Interesting. Take this off. So you're gonna see what color I got it in a minute. What color I got it in a minute. Ooh, it's even got a little extra foam. So I got it in the like atomic purplish color. So it's basically a purple clear back with gray buttons, which I kind of really dig. And yeah, this is kind of what the console looks like. So on the back, you'll see it says Anbernic, the model number. You have two R buttons, R1, R2, L1, L2. That's the back where the battery is housed. Here's the side with the volume rocker. Yep, it's a little volume rocker. And on the back, you have a reset button and a power on off button. And then on the top here, I do want to point out there is a mini HDMI port. So you can technically display it out to a TV, which is pretty cool. And then on the bottom, you get a USB-C port, which is for charging, and a headphone jack, which is kind of rad that it has a little headphone jack. So you can retro game with earbuds. Pretty neat. So far holding on to it, it does have like a little decent weight to it. I'm gonna say that's mostly because of the battery. One thing that so far is kind of annoying is the rattling. Yeah, a lot of button rattle on it, which is fine. The buttons do feel kind of nice, like I'm kind of moving them around, not bad. The X, Y, A, and B buttons are kind of glossy, which is gonna be interesting to see what happens over time. And the D-pad actually feels pretty nice. But overall, it's a pretty simple interface. You got, like I said, the D-pad, the Y, X, A, B buttons, start, select, and the menu/function button on the top. So let's go ahead and power on the console. All right, and then you just get booted right into the console. So hopefully you can see this, but I'm gonna do the top cam just so everybody can see a little clearly. You have game, ROMs, favorites, history, search, and settings. So search, you can search the entire ROM library for games. And yes, this retro console does come with built-in ROMs. Not sure how they're getting away with that, but they are. So they have a couple different pricing tiers as well as models. So they have a gray model, a white model, and then this purple model. And they all come with like a 64 gig card for some games, but you can also spend a bit more money and get a higher storage card, which comes with even more games. Now the games don't have real rhyme or reason. Like some of them have box art and then others don't. And some of them are definitely like super sketchy, like fan games. Like I was playing Pokemon Lugia version. Everybody knows that wasn't a thing, but it's on here. Super legit. But yeah, I mean, you do get some of the kind of fan favorites. So like already preloaded onto this is Pokemon Fire Red, which is pretty sick. So you can just jump into Pokemon Fire Red, you hit the A button and it just starts up. So that's kind of cool that you basically get a gaming console, a retro gaming console that already has the games built in. You don't get that everywhere. So, sometimes you have to find the ROMs yourself, you have to source all that stuff, which you should legally source your own ROMs. But yeah, this console is basically ready to play. So if you have like a young kid or maybe somebody that isn't super techy and doesn't know how to deal with getting ROMs on, or maybe just doesn't want to deal with something like that, this could be a perfect, like kind of nice little gift. I mean, this starts at like 50 bucks. So 50 bucks for this is definitely worth it, considering it already comes with its own ROMs. There's already like a different type of software you can get for this. It's called Garlic OS, and it basically kind of completely changes the software, makes it a bit more user-friendly, and honestly makes it a lot more fun. So you can go ahead and check out Garlic OS. I'm not going to do any tutorials on how to install it because I'm not that techy. However, I did figure it out, but it wasn't easy for me because I have a Mac, and it's a lot easier if you have a Windows machine. So I'll link a tutorial down on how to install Garlic OS on your Anbernic RG35xx. It's a much better system. It gives you a lot more ability to play the games. It gives you a lot more, not ability to play the games, but it gives you a bit more depth. And it can really maximize the RG35xx to, you know, the maximum potential. But I mean, it's a pretty nice little console overall. Like, you know, you hit the menu button and you can jump in and out of games. So I see you hit the menu button and it takes you to exit games, save games, load games. So by save a game, you can basically save a save state and go back into it whenever you want. You can load save states. You can restart the whole game. For video display effects, you can actually change how it looks. So you can do scan lines. So when you hit that, you hit return to the game, and it actually adds scan lines into the game. I don't know if you can see that. You can do scan line 2, and then they're vertical or horizontal. And then you can do fast, and I don't know what that does. Oh, sorry. Fast dot matrix. You can look all like glitchy kind of stuff. So, you know, it has some fun little effects. You can also change the aspect ratio to 1:1. You can put a fun little overlay on it so that, you know, you're playing on Game Boy Advance. I don't know. You can do a whole bunch of cool little things to this thing, like right out of the box, which is, I think, a lot of fun. The fact that you can play this and enjoy it right out of the box, charge it up, you're good to go, don't have to worry about it anymore, is kind of nice. And there is, you know, the ability to change the software and make it better, make it your own, even better. You can even add your own ROMs to this thing if for some reason one of the games you didn't want isn't on here. And there are a ton of games. For example, the GBA game system has 101 ROMs loaded into it. Yeah, you're not gonna have to worry about not finding your game on here. It definitely is gonna be on here. Like SNES, right? So SNES is on here. All the classic consoles are on here. Yeah, 167 SNES games. So there's gonna be something that you'll want to play on here, guaranteed. And again, and if you don't find something you want to play on here, all you have to do is take out the SD card, put it into your computer, find the ROM you want to play or that you used to own, drag and drop that into here, you're playing the game. It's like I said, adding ROMs is pretty simple. But again, the cherry on top of something like this is that it already comes built in, which I think makes it a perfect gift for someone. I don't know, just saying. But I don't know. I'm really digging this thing. These shoulder buttons are garbage. Like, there's no way to hold it and try to use them comfortably. So any type of like PlayStation game, nah, I'm not gonna play it. You can play PlayStation 1 games on here pretty well, but I won't be doing that because the L and R triggers are pretty unusable. But again, for 50 bucks, like this is a solid pickup for $50. It's available. Like you can literally, I'm gonna put a link down below. You can go on the link down below, buy the game, buy this console right now. I know, not like the Mii U Mini. I have a Mii U Mini here. I had to buy it off of eBay because I could not get this when it would drop. It was on Alibaba and it was impossible to buy. But here it is. I'll show you guys a quick size comparison. So here is my Mii U Mini, and here is the Anbernic RG35xx. Now I don't have the Mii U Mini Plus. I'm gonna try to see if I can score one of those as well. But just to give you a size comparison, it's a good amount bigger. And I'll be honest, the bigger screen is actually kind of nice. It's when you're playing the games, it makes it a lot nicer, a lot easier to see. It's more comfortable. You know, just kind of playing like this. You know, you got a bit more real estate on there. Pretty dope. And then I'll just compare the size to my iPhone 14 Pro Max. So I mean, it's about half the size, a little more than half the size of my iPhone. about the same width. So it's about the same width as my iPhone. So, you know, like I said, it's still portable. You can still slip this in a bag, slip it in a pocket if you need to, for any type of retro gaming on the go. But this thing's a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. Do I like this thing? Yes. Did I already figure out how to put Garlic OS on this thing to make it even more fun? Yes. Am I going to show you how to do that? No, because I don't have the skills. So I'll link a video down below on someone that does have the skills to do that. But anyway, Anbernic RG35xx, link down below in the description if you want to pick up one of these bad boys for yourself. And why wouldn't you for 50 bucks? Pretty solid option. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. If you guys want to see some of the ROMs that I like to play, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, this is it. All right, I'm gonna go and play some more games. See you later. Peace.